Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Nittani Draws. I'm Nittani, and I'm coming at you with a drawing for the 2016 Venus Rising show. It was my very, very first show back in the good old days of 2013, and it is what kind of kick-started my career as an artist. And so I am going back for the third time this year. Actually, no, this is the fourth time, so it must have been 2012 that was the first year. So I'm coming back for the fourth time, so I'm gonna do 3 pieces, hopefully, that I'm going to put into the show. Last year I put in 2 pieces, and one of them sold like immediately upon the doors opening, and then the other one never did sell. It's still here with me, so I don't know, maybe one day she'll sell away, but for now, she's here with me, and I'll keep track of her until she decides to find her own way. This piece, I spent a lot of time trying to formulate how I wanted to do this, because what I did was I went to the store and I picked up 3 frames that were all within the same set, and they had these awful floral painting picture things in them that you could buy at like Bed Bath & Beyond back in the 90s, and I decided I was going to update them and make them not look ucky. So that's what I was working on with this, and that's why there's all these weird shapes that are drawn out when I first start it, is because that big border is me trying to think about what it is that I want the mat board that is going to go around this to look like. I never did really draw anything in for the mat. Instead, I end up using acrylic paint and inks and that kind of stuff. So what I'm doing here is I'm inking it. I had to take a couple of breaks with the ink because it's so thick, and I use a little bit of Higgins ink and I use a little bit of inking pen, and then the entire drawing I did as a sort of challenge for myself to try to only use the Studio Series pens that I did a review on not too long ago. And the challenge with this is that because it only comes with 24 colors, so with those 24 colors, I had to come up with a concise sort of drawing with not a whole lot to choose from. I usually pick 3 colors within the same family in order to give myself a dark color, a mid color, and then a light color in the set, and then I'm able to do a lot of different things with that. And the Studio Series pens don't actually come like that. There's like a super dark color and then a kind of middle color, but not like the same as the dark color, and it's just really weird the way that they decided what colors they wanted. So yeah, that was a little difficult to sort through, but at the end of this, I think I did a pretty good job of only using the Studio Series pens. It was difficult, and it was kind of frustrating at some points because this is not quite how I had imagined her to be, but I think it still works. And yeah. I don't know if you can tell from the background there, but I definitely did dye my hair. I have a little bit more of a reddish brown tint now instead of being blonde. And I did my nails, and I'm practicing some self-care this week, trying to not screw myself, I guess. I wanted this to feel like the moon in the background, and I was filming with my camera, which is also my phone, which was how I was going to look up references of the moon. So I wasn't able to actually open up a reference of the moon because I was using that and my computer was in the shop. So yeah, I just had to kind of wing it and make it not actually look like our moon and just kind of like a flowy planety thing. And I'm using my new Signa white gel pen for the bits and bobs, which I guess it's not really new anymore. I've been using it for a little while, but it's still new to me. It's still kind of new. And I decided I was going to do sort of a Zentangle sort of background and I really liked it. And then this is me trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the background and for the mat. And what I ended up doing is I ended up taking the actual mat that I took out of the frame and just painting it. Which was a huge pain in the butt, and I probably shouldn't have done that, but see how ugly that frame is? It's so ugly. So it needed an upgrade. So what I did was I painted it with Higgins black ink, which is what you're seeing now. And I did a couple of layers just to make it consistent. And it took, I don't even know how many layers, probably 3 layers grand total. And then I started mixing in the Flusiges Edelmental, I don't know, elemental something or other from Viva, and it's a kind of ink that is glittery, and that's how I got the glittery effect. And here's the finished product. Yeah, so thank you for stopping in, and I will list this up on Etsy if it doesn't sell at the show, and if it does sell at the show, then awesome, I will list up some prints, and I will see you in the very next video.